Hey, what's good, everybody? Uh, this is your guy, OTR Mic Drop, aka the Oracle.
What's going on, everybody? Oh, man, this is your boy OTR Trey. Friday night Trey tonight, and I'm still Bloodline Trey. I don't give a damn if Roman lost. Hey, you see it? I'm still part of the Bloodline. Let's go. My boy's on the screen right now. What's up?
Well, I guess you're wondering what took us so long. I ain't gonna lie, I was depressed as hell. I was
Depressed
depressed
about
as
what?
hell. What do you mean depressed? You can't have 3 years of something and it just go down the drain. That's like them
Okay,
making no more Avenger movies.
no. So okay, this is why I asked that because when you in the group text you said that you had tears right now. I didn't know if that
Oh,
was tears
y'all
for
thought they
Roman
was
or
tears
tears
of
for
joy,
Cody. I did.
bro. Y'all gotta what?
Because you picked Cody, didn't you?
No, it was unanimous that I knew what was gonna
It wasn't.
happen,
I'm
but
about to say it wasn't unanimous because I definitely
I
didn't pick
was
Cody.
nah. I mean, of course you didn't pick Cody, but
I
hold on,
knew
I'm
what
trying
time
to
it
go
was.
back.
As soon as what's his name? As soon as I saw Solo hit Cody with uh what was it like four spikes?
The spear spike, yeah, the spear
Yeah, with
spike.
all that, um and he still didn't lose. I was like, okay, yeah, he's not losing.
Look, so when I said, "Bro, I'm really crying," right? The next
Hmm.
thing I wrote, remember I was the one doing the thank you, Roman, clap, 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 clap.
Yeah, that's because you
That's why
respect the
I
tribal
was
chief.
motherfucker. Like I knew Cody was gonna win, but I wanted Roman to win. Like I wanted Roman to win. It just wasn't my pick.
Nah, that's a fact.
As y'all know, WrestleMania weekend is over. Raw after WrestleMania is over. We're now here SmackDown after WrestleMania. Um, Overall, what do you think WrestleMania? How do you feel WrestleMania was? Do you agree that it was the best WrestleMania ever?
No,
Okay.
only because normally, in order for it to be the best, well, in order for it to be best ever, I think that night one and night two would have to be amazing. And honestly, that's not the case. Uh, it really the only things that we really cared about was everything involving The Rock, Cody, Seth, and Roman. That was it.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's like you can't tell me that it's the best ever when literally it was only like three matches that meant anything. Everything else was just literally just filler to get to those matches
Not.
for the most part. Like Rhea and Becky was really good. I liked Rhea and Becky. I liked
All right.
it was a
So
it was a it was a
I'm
feel
glad
good
that you said that because
it was a feel good moment with R Truth getting his first WrestleMania win. Um
hmm
but yeah, man. Other than that,
all
WrestleMania
right.
was
So
cool.
Dave Meltzer.
Oh god.
So Dave Meltzer graded night one, right? He
Hmm.
had Rhea versus Becky, 4.25 stars. He had the tag team championship ladder match, 4.25 stars. He had Ray and Andrade versus Dom and Santos, 3.75. He had Jay versus Jimmy, 0.75.
That brought it down for me.
So they didn't even get it.
A star.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So we had Black Girl Magic versus Damage Control, 2 stars.
Agreed.
Um, Sammy and Gunther, 4.5,
Okay.
and Bloodline, 4 stars. Bloodline versus Cody and 4 stars. So as we are seeing big time main events when the Intercontinental Championship is on the line, that has the most stardom.
Hmm.
The Intercontinental Championship match is always the best. That's
Yeah.
basically what
So, all right.
Dave Meltzer is saying.
So I take back a little bit when I said that there weren't other matches, but honestly, I think I'm saying that because I think it's real easy. It's real easy to say something is the best when you just seen it. Like I need time to marinate and go back and look
Hmm.
at other ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know this is definitely up there. I would say that the Cody Roman match is one of the best title matches I've ever seen, even with all of the interferences, because it made sense for the story. I'll say
Okay.
that.
So that one got 4.75 stars.
Hmm.
So the closest to a 5 star match since Gunther versus Drew versus Sheamus.
Hmm. So the EO Bailey match
So
went exactly how I thought it
I'm
was
trying
going
to
to
see
go.
what he did for night 2. Hmm. Yeah.
Logan,
Overall,
Logan,
I think it was a
Randy and
great
KO.
WrestleMania.
If you put both nights together, that's what gave it an A. Now,
Yeah.
and because of the
All
storytelling
right, you
now.
ready for
But if
night
you,
2?
yeah, yeah, what's those?
All right. So night 2, Seth versus Drew, 3.5. The Pride versus Final Testament, 1.75. LA Knight versus AJ Styles, 3.5. Logan Randy and KO, 4.25 stars. Bailey and EO, 4.5, and Roman and Cody, 4.75. So yeah, I could say it's damn sure like close to being even.
Hmm.
So let's go based upon matches. Rhea versus Becky. Do you agree? 4.25 stars.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What was your takeaways from it?
That Rhea's not losing that title anytime soon.
Hmm.
Oh, look at there he is. There he
Hey,
is.
Gang, gang.
I heard a beep and I thought I was on mute. So I'm going to introduce to him, just popping in mid conversation. We have OTR Rant and Jay in the building.
What it do? What it do?
The big
So
winner
I
of the
was
night.
just going. So I was just going through Dave Meltzer's WrestleMania star ratings.
Okay.
So night 1, Rhea and
Uh
Becky,
huh.
4.25 stars. The ladder match, the tag team championship ladder match, 4.25 stars.
Okay.
Uh, LWO versus Dom and Santos, 3.75.
Is this out of 5 stars?
Uh,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. All right.
Jay versus Jimmy, 0.75. Black Girl Magic versus Damage Control, 2 stars. Sammy versus Gunther, 4.5 stars. And Bloodline versus Cody and Seth, 4 stars. Now that's night 1. How do you feel about that?
Um, I'm trying not to be biased about it.
Hmm.
I think it's very accurate.
Hmm.
Like I said, Jimmy and Jay's match.
It could have been more. It could have been
It
more.
could have been. It definitely could have been.
It
I
could have
don't,
been
but
more.
I don't agree with that rating that he gave that match. Um,
Yeah, like you didn't even give him a star, and I guess it was because you he wanted to see more.
yeah. When it comes down to like the black girl magic,
Uh oh. Uh oh. Are y'all watching SmackDown right now?
No.
Yeah.
Solo's
Hold
about
on.
to kick Jimmy out of Bloodline.
Uh. How y'all just y'all both just eyes up.
I know we just froze, right?
No, because I'm
well,
watching it, and then
I
Solo interrupted Heyman because he was like, "Winning and losing means something, right? So losing means consequences, right?"
well anyway, I'll let y'all catch that. But
No, go
Oh,
ahead. Go
oh,
ahead. I'm listening.
oh.
I'm listening.
the black girl magic match, you said they gave it 2 stars.
Yes.
I don't agree with that. I understand why he gave it 2 stars, but I don't agree with that. I think that match had a bigger significant,
Mm-hmm.
like just it happening. And I mean, I would
Mm-hmm.
have gave it maybe about 3 stars, 3.5. I think the 2 stars was a little bit low. But the rest of the matches, yeah, I agree
Oh
with.
shit, Tamataga.
That's why I just went crazy.
Well, they say he
Oh
signed.
shit.
They just kicked Jimmy out the
He's
Bloodline.
with he beat the fuck out of Jimmy.
Hey, I saw the thing that he signed. What was it
I
yesterday
did too.
with WWE?
So this
But
is
you
the
know
second
him and
time Jimmy's
Roman
been
had
kicked
real
out the
life
Bloodline.
beef.
I guess it's over.
You know him
So
and
what's
Roman had real life beef though. So this the new story. This the beginning to the new story.
Yep.
so
Oh,
what's the
oh.
what's the
All
ratings
right.
for night two?
Finish, Jay.
No, I'm done. I said the rest of them I believe are pretty accurate. But if you notice, outside of those 2 matches, I mean there was some really high. Oh, you can't hear me? Hold on.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
JD's mic is off. I can hear you.
Oh, basically what I was saying is outside of those 2 matches, there were some really high ratings for the matches, like for night one.
Okay. So you're saying that because you're saying just based off of not just the match quality, but what it represented from them three being in there, it should have been higher than 2 stars.
Yeah, it should have been higher than 2 stars.
Okay.
But what I am disappointed in, and I will say this, and I understand for the 2 stars for the female match, is that Jade signed with WWE how long ago?
Months
Right?
How long?
ago.
It
Yeah,
was like
months ago.
in it was in November, was it not? So October, November is when she signed with WWE. We didn't
Yeah.
see her until the Royal Rumble. And then we didn't get a match with her until WrestleMania. And then we get her first match, and it's one of
Mm-hmm.
those horrible squash matches. So
10 seconds.
basically, we've been what almost
Mm-hmm.
6 months with Jade, and we really haven't gotten a real full match with her, like with her really performing. I'm kind of disappointed with that.
Right.
Right? Is she just not ready? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what's the disconnect here that's going on? I don't know if it's her wrestling skills or is it
Because it
her.
almost seems like because
Yeah,
it
like
almost seems like
is
a
it her.
AEW repeat for her.
Yeah, like is it her in ring like promo skills? Is it like I'm just trying to figure out like where's the disconnect? What's going on here?
Her promos have never been strong,
That's true. I
even
mean,
in
for me, it
AEW.
kind of feels like is it her in ring skills? You know what I mean? Is she just not up to
I mean,
par
watch
to
the
where they?
go back and watch that match. Like she when she came in there, she was really just doing spots.
Yeah,
So I think it's a combination of both.
it
Because
has to be.
you can't keep her on the shelf forever.
I mean, the only way for her to do it is just to get in there and get the experience. You know what I'm saying? Look at Dom, right? And now look at Dom now.
I
They
mean, he
threw him.
wrestles.
They threw him in the mix. Like they
Mm-hmm.
threw him in there, But
One of his
Dom
first
wrestles,
feuds was with Brock Lesnar. One of his first matches
yeah,
on TV.
Dom wrestles damn near every night on every show.
Yeah, and house
So,
shows.
yep.
So what else you got, JD?
Is he frozen?
I
Uh,
think he moving. He moving.
so it was Seth and Drew 3.5 stars. The Pride versus Final Testament 1.75. Um, shit. It was a lot of botches in that match, so I can see why it was 1.75. Uh, LA LA Knight versus AJ Styles was 3.5. Logan, Randy, and KO 4.25. Bailey versus EO 4.5, and Roman versus Cody 4.75.
So here's the problem I have, okay? Why every match, and I hate
Mm-hmm.
to take it to this route, right? I really do. I don't want to be the person to take it to this route, but why every match that's involving the black people are ranked under three?
I ain't lying. You're right. You're right.
W- Come
You're
on.
right.
Seriously, every match that involves somebody of
That's
color
very non-biased.
is ranked under 3 stars.
Yep.
But you're going to
Yep.
sit here and
I
you're going
mean,
to say,
except for
no,
Roman, except for Bloodline.
okay. But what I'm saying is that you're going to sit here and you're going to say that LA Knight
True Black.
and AJ Styles match was a three. Mm,
Uh,
you said three
yeah, three point
stars,
five.
3.5. No,
3.5.
Hell no. That was not
hell
that
no,
good.
Yep.
hell no, no. I don't know. I don't want to be the guy to take it there, but I have to take it there because that's a little bit ridiculous that every match involving somebody, well, not every match outside of Roman Reigns, but every match
Yep.
of color under 3 stars. Come on, you got to do better than that.
Yeah, that's very biased.
It 100% is. I mean, in my opinion, the AJ Styles match and LA Knight, it was okay. It was all right.
Hmm.
I went to the bathroom and I came back and LA Knight was the winner. It was not no 3.5 stars. Um Bailey versus
EO
Io.
EO
You said that was how many? 3.5?
4.5.
4.5.
Fuck
Hell yeah,
no.
I didn't agree with that either.
No, hell no. He out his damn mind. See, this is why I don't listen to people like him that do these stupid ass ratings because there's no way. What about that match was a 4 point something? Nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
She tweaked her knee and she just kept fighting. That was it.
Exactly. Now, I do kind of agree with the Logan Paul and the Randy Orton and KO match. It was a good triple threat match. He gave it what was
Mm-hmm.
the ranking for that one? What was it?
4.25.
I don't agree with that. I think that's still a little bit too high. I would have said 3.5 for that one. I mean, it was a decent match. It was a WrestleMania worthy match, but and then let's be honest, okay, the main event, Roman versus Cody. The only reason why you giving that 4.7 is because of all the chaos that happened during that match. Other
Yeah.
than that, if it wasn't for John Cena, if it wasn't for, you know what I'm
Well,
saying, The
Undertaker.
Undertaker,
I'm gonna tell you what made
Well,
it
the match last year was better.
4.75. Now I'm gonna tell
yeah.
you the thing that took it over the top was the long term storytelling between Roman and Seth once again.
I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, if you add all that in there, then yeah. But if we're talking about just the
That's
match
what
by
took it to
itself,
that. otherwise, the match to me was a 4, like at max.
Yeah, I
But
agree with that.
just to see that 10-year storytelling, that's what took it to another level.
Listen, I'm really digging the ending, right? I'm really digging the
Yeah,
like. I kind of like this Triple H or the Paul Levesque era, right? Is kicking off with a bang already, right? Because I was fucking with. I told y'all
yeah.
this in the text message, right? I was fucking with Sami Zayn and how they were doing the whole thing with his entrance, and then KO was standing there. And I thought it was kind of a little corny, like cheesy for them to repeat it with Sammy and KO, but I understand why they did it. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes
Hmm.
sense why they did it, right? But I
I
was
thought we was
mess
gonna
I
get an
was
Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit moment.
yeah,
with
I was
the
fucking
mid
with
cards.
the whole entrance and everything like that, right? So if you add that in, I understand why that match got the ranking that it got.
Yeah,
When Cody won, I'm like, dang, we still got like 30 minutes left of airtime after Cody won. I was digging the whole, he got the whole family in the ring. I even like I was fucking with the fact that they was pulling Seth in there and his broken body and all that other kind of stuff. When he called down Triple H and other dude, I can't remember his name, but when he called
Bruce
them down
Pritchard.
to the ring, yeah,
Bob
like
Pritchard.
the whole entire thing, the whole entire segment was that's kind of how it should be. I get the whole, celebrating and then the fireworks and everything and then it ends, but that was the way to end of WrestleMania. So
If you
I told you
I'm
it
notice, if
reminded
you
me. It
notice,
reminded me. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead, Trey.
I was gonna say it reminded me of remember when Sting beat Hogan in '97 at Starcade when the whole locker room came out and
yeah.
the giant put Sting on his shoulders and he was holding the WCW belt and then Sting said something to the camera. It was the first time he spoke in a year and all of that. That's what it reminded me of.
Well, they did the flashbacks to
If
the
you,
Bret Hart when he won and everybody throwing him, was it Bret Hart? Yeah, when Bret Hart won and
hmm
Hmm.
everybody had him hanging up because they ain't gonna reference the WCW, but they gonna reference the WWE stuff. But oh, by the
Yeah,
way, I just want to let y'all know too
yeah,
that
if
OTR
you
Trey
paid
did
attention,
send me my $20.
I did. I did. I paid my debt. I paid my debt. Can't one
so
thing you can't say about me is I don't pay my money.
if you paid attention to, if you paid attention, everybody that was in the ring, as far as superstars, all had dealings with the bloodline.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
All of them.
Bloodline ran roughshod for the
Yeah,
last 3 years.
every single
Every
one.
ref,
But
every
they
wrestler on the
left it.
roster should.
So they left it at that. Yeah.
Undertaker
Well,
didn't have nothing with the
true. All
bloodline.
the rosters should have. No, no, no.
But he had,
I'm talking about during the celebration.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, yeah.
yeah, all the current rosters.
Everybody
But
who was in the ring celebrating with Cody were the ones who went through trials and tribulations with the bloodline.
I mean, yeah, we had Sami Zayn in there, you had KO in there, you had LA Knight up in there, you had Seth Rollins up in there, you had John Cena that was
Randy,
in there,
Randy.
Randy
Randy,
Orton was definitely in there. Yep. I mean, I told you
Yep.
I was fucking with it. Like it was the I had to give them props. That was the great way to end WrestleMania.
All right.
Overall,
So
would y'all say this was the best WrestleMania so far?
I just asked Trey.
now, see, you said now when you asked that, Jay, are you asking best in like the last five WrestleManias or best overall ever? Because JD asked me if it's the best WrestleMania ever, and I said no because I can't give it that just yet. I gotta do some research. It just happened, so
So I would have to say overall, no. It's not the best WrestleMania ever. Now, if we're putting it in the last 10 years, yes. I would have to say that in the last 10 years, this was probably the best WrestleMania that they've had.
so that would make it better than 30 when Brock beat Undertaker and Daniel Bryan beat All of Evolution to win the championship
Yes. I would
because that
say
would be
that
in that
this
10-year period.
yeah, because those other WrestleManias, they were we just had those two matches, you know what I'm saying? That was like, okay, that was it. That was the match. You know what I'm saying?
That was my argument with JD. Like this was built around the bloodline and Cody and
Yeah,
Seth. This whole WrestleMania.
but they had
Hmm.
a lot of good. They had a lot of good matches in between that for me
They did.
to say that this was probably the best one so far.
All right.
Yeah.
How did y'all feel about the let's get to the Seth and Drew match and how it ended in Priest cashing in and all of that. How'd y'all feel about that? Did it go the way you thought it was gonna go?
It went exactly the way we thought. We just thought that somehow Finn was maybe going to screw over Priest to cash in the Money in the Bank, but the match ended exactly how we thought. I mean, I wasn't expecting the CM Punk interference though. I
That threw me
was,
off.
but I
Yeah.
wasn't. Like I was in a way, but I wasn't
You
expecting
knew
it.
something was going to happen when he kept standing up there taunting CM Punk.
When he got on the table in front of CM Punk, I said, "Okay, here it comes." I told Nicole, I was telling my wife, I said, "Here it comes." She said, "What?" I said, "Watch." I said, "CM Punk's about to get involved, and then Damian Priest is about to cash in." And sure enough, it went exactly the way. It was so obvious with him taunting in front of CM Punk that that was about to happen.
Hmm. And honestly, uh, and then the fact that Punk screwed Drew again when his chance to get a rematch for the
Yeah,
title.
yeah.
If I'm Drew McIntyre, I'm never forgiving CM Punk for this. Like,
I
there's
told
no
you,
way,
man.
and they're going to be fighting forever because of this.
I'm happy, but at the same time, I feel bad for damn Drew McIntyre, man. Like
Yeah.
He can't catch a
all he
break.
wa- all he wanted was just his title run outside of the bubble, outside of COVID
Nah,
with the fans.
he wanted
No,
his
he wanted
winning
his
moment.
moment. He
Well,
went and he
that
got
too.
that. He had it for 4 minutes and some change.
He had it for 5 minutes, 5 minutes and 20
Five,
something
five
seconds.
minutes. My bad. 5 minutes
Five
and some
minutes because he
change.
said it on Monday Night Raw. 5 minutes and 20 something seconds before CM
And
Punk
check.
stole it from him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, but straight up though, I was fucking with Monday Night when our Truth came in and held the title up in between the Judgment Day. That shit. I'm
Hey
kind of
man, that
happy that they kind of
motherfucker
I'm kind of happy they kind of
keeping
kept
that
that going
going.
just a little bit. Yeah, just a little
Yeah.
bit.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like it, but then at the same time, I didn't like it only because it still shows that the World Heavyweight Championship is a secondary title. That you
Well,
still got little goofy shit. They're supposed to be trying to build it up.
it's always been a secondary championship. Like
If
there's
CM Punk
never
gets that title, I think it'll end up getting elevated.
it's never gonna get elevated
Not
past Cody Rhodes.
It doesn't have to be past it. It just needs to not be the joke world title.
I don't think anybody considers it the joke world title. I think that everybody knows that the main title is always going to be the undisputed championship, and then the backup main title is always going to be the world heavyweight championship. That's just the way it's always been. That's the way that it always will be. They tried to change that with the Universal Championship, thinking that because they changed the name of it to Universal and they made both titles look alike, that that was
it
going
was
to
gonna be
elevate it
equivalent.
to yeah, which
Yep.
it wasn't. People, as you can see, the fans hated the Universal Championship, and
Damn,
that's why
Bailey.
they had to
It
get rid of it.
it
Bailey
took
looking good in that
Roman
blue.
to
Ugh.
make it took Roman to make the Universal Championship
No,
elevated like that.
it took them unifying it, and as you can see, they dropped the Universal. Now it's just the WWE Undisputed Championship.
No, see, but then Cody called it
Nah, it's still
universal. I
called
was thinking
Universal.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like
When did
Triple
he
H
call it
didn't say it
Universal?
in his promo on Raw.
Did he really?
Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
Oh,
called.
he did.
It's it's the
Yeah, because
WWE
Samantha
Undisputed
didn't say it.
Universal Championship.
Triple H didn't say it, but Cody said it.
Triple H didn't say it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Triple H didn't say it.
Yeah,
Paul
he didn't say
Heyman
it.
doesn't say it. Whenever he Paul Heyman when he was giving his promos, he was calling it the undisputed WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He wasn't even calling it the Universal.
They may be phasing it out, but as of right now, it's still the universal.
Maybe still,
Uh, yeah.
but I'm just saying I
Now,
understand why they combined them.
where
Yeah.
do you think where do you think Gunther goes from here?
Um,
World title contention.
But how does he get there? Money in the Bank?
Well, you never know because they're about to do the draft.
They are about to do the draft, so things are going to get shaken up. Because technically, Cody's the
Yeah,
SmackDown champion.
yeah, but as we can see, these champions, and I kind of like it that way, and I think that they need to keep it that way. I feel like these champions,
showing
if
up on
you're
both
if you're the
shows.
world heavyweight champion or you're the undisputed champion, you should be able to show up on whatever show you want, right? And you should
Yeah,
be able to
I
get
agree.
a challenger from whatever show you want. I don't think that keeping them
I
stuck
agree.
to just one show does the title justice, right? Because as you can see, we're going to get what happened with Roman. He beat everybody on SmackDown, and they had absolutely nobody for him. But if you allow them to keep going back to different shows and people challenging from different shows for whatever title, then basically that opens up the field to better matches.
But see, I
Because
blame WWE for that
Hmm.
because people from Raw could have come to SmackDown to challenge him,
yeah,
or he could have shown up on Raw more. He never showed up on Raw.
but now the belt's on Cody. And as you can see, Cody's gonna show up to whatever show he wants to show up to.
Well, he only showed up on Raw because it was the Monday night. It was the WrestleMania
I
after,
know.
I
Well,
believe.
we'll see. We'll see for the
I
next Monday
believe.
Night Raw. I
We'll
mean, he
see.
wasn't the champion and he was still showing up to both shows.
Well, that's because he
So
was challenging Roman, though.
yeah.
But and honestly, I don't really see him showing up on Raw because really, what's the point? The Rock told him he's going to be going leaving. We about to talk about that. The Rock said he's leaving because he's about to shoot that MMA movie. Um, Seth and
Well
Becky are
we
taking time off. So
we
what
knew The
would be the
Rock was
point of
leaving.
him showing up? What would be the point of Cody showing up on Raw at this point?
I don't know. I mean, we know that Cody's gonna be more of a fighting champion than Roman was, right?
That was the
So
whole point.
Because
Yeah.
the simple fact that Cody is still legally signed to Raw. By contract, he's still a Raw superstar, even though he won the championship from a SmackDown superstar. He is
man, if y'all
still,
believe them
until the draft,
contracts
he is still
say
legally bound to Raw. I'm
if
just
y'all
I don't
saying.
believe
believe
them
I'm
that.
just saying.
contracts say
If we're going
Monday
based upon
Night Raw
technicality,
or Friday night, we just going off of what they tell us in the draft. But them contracts don't say
yeah,
SmackDown or Raw. I guarantee you they don't.
I
I
get
mean, we
it.
got
I get it. But I'm just saying. So at this point, he has freedom to show up on both shows.
yeah. I'm just saying we got Ibar freaking showing up and challenging people on NXT now. So I mean, they go where they're needed. Gunther can easily get
Yeah.
himself into the title picture. I think they got to figure out who's his opponent going to
Yep.
be for Crown Jewel. Is that not or no WrestleMania Backlash?
It's just called
Nobody know.
backlash.
Oh, it's called Backlash now. They dropped the WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, I swear they need to make up their mind what they want to do.
All right. Quick question. Quick question. I'm looking in the ring right now, and you got Bailey out there, and you got Tiffany Stratton that came out. Tiffany is one of the rising stars, and they clearly are strapping a rocket to her back. Do you think it is possible that Bailey could drop her title that quick to Tiffany, and that
Yes,
be her first feud? Could you
yes,
No.
see it?
because
I can see it.
because
I
at
can
the
see it.
yes because at the end of the day, WWE wants a blonde holding up one of those championships. I said it.
Well, Naomi's coming out now,
But we're gonna
but
have a blind. We're gonna have Liv Morgan beating Rhea.
facts, facts.
If you say so.
She's all she did
Yeah,
on
we're gonna
Monday.
have Liv beating Rhea.
Liv is not beating Rhea until either SummerSlam or WrestleMania next year.
But she will beat her though.
No, yeah, she will beat her, but by then, Tiffany Stratton would probably drop that title by then. Like if she does beat Bailey, I don't see her holding on. I mean, right now, I don't see Bailey losing the championship. Um, but if she does lose it, then I can definitely see her losing it to Tiffany. Yes,
Yeah, because
but
honestly, I'm trying to think. There is really isn't in another, and this is just me off the top of my head. Unless there's damage control, there's really no other heel woman like that on SmackDown.
no. But it don't mean that she can't face another face. It doesn't mean that she can't face Bianca,
Nah, I think they might. I don't know. Well, you were the one calling for it. Do you think they're gonna run with this Bianca and Jade
Naomi,
tag team? No,
oh
Bianca
Bianca
and
and Jay.
Jade.
Um,
Are they going to be a group? Are they going to be a faction, or are they? Because you saw Jade came out and did a solo match, and then Naomi's out here by herself. But who knows?
we got to see how it goes. If they, it to me, in order for them to create something with the three of them, they have to keep them together on SmackDown tonight. If they don't keep them together on SmackDown tonight, then it's not happening.
Yeah, because I know we had that discussion about Naomi being pushed to the mid card and jobber status. She's about to fight Tiffany again. She's probably going to lose. But if they're trying to make Tiffany viable to take that championship off of Bailey, I understand why they're doing it. I think that Naomi, because Naomi has never been, she ain't been healed since she was on Team Bad.
Yeah,
Like I think that she'll actually go further if she has a heel turn.
I feel like I feel like they need to stop fucking around and they need to go ahead and create this mid card championship for the women.
They got it
And
on
then
NXT,
I know, but I'm just saying, unless that
which is
NXT that
hilarious.
which is crazy. They keep doing that shit, right? They did it with NXT first with the women's tag team champions, and then they finally made a women's tag team championship on the regular roster,
They're
and now
testing it
they're
out.
finally, man,
They
they
want
should
to
have
test
had
it
this
out.
shit.
That's
They
all.
should have had this shit a long time ago.
Because real talk, it honestly it does make sense for NXT to have one, just not have one and not the main roster. Because NXT does have a lot of women, and having a mid card title does make sense. But they shouldn't have one and the main roster not have one.
Exactly. And they
Because you
only
already
need
got
one on the main roster.
Natalia going down to NXT to challenge the Prodigy for her
Yeah.
title.
I'm telling you, they only need one on the main roster. Because whoever has that mid card championship can defend it on whatever show that they want to.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's all they need. And that would elevate their women's division so much.
Do you think they should have two women's champions, world heavyweight and
Yeah,
WWE?
yeah, definitely. I think it would be stale if they had just one champion and then they had just the tag team. The women's division would be even worse.
If they what
Yeah, yeah.
if they had the mid card title though on
Nah,
the main roster, then I
if they
think that they
had
could
one
do it. I think they
champion
could
and a
do it.
mid card champion, then it was
They be
good.
fine. They be
It
fine.
would be fine. Yeah, the women's, yeah, it would be fine.
Yeah.
Because one thing you don't want to do is oversaturate the women's division with mad titles.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Just add one. They just need one. Like, like even AEW has a women's mid card championship,
And it be
and
getting more play than the main title. That's the one that
that's great.
Mercedes is going after.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man, that's insane.
Actually, if you notice, a lot of the women that when they come over, a lot of them do go after that. Because we're gonna talk about AEW later, but Ruby Soho, her first title, she went after TBS.
Yep.
Mercedes, TBS. Soraya,
No,
I don't
she
can't remember
went
which one
straight
she
for
went
the
after.
AEW champion. She went
Yeah,
straight for
she
the
went straight for
AEW
the eight.
champion, the
Diana
women's champion.
Perazu went straight for the WWE. I mean, I say for the AEW Women's Championship.
Yep.
But let's get back to Monday Night Raw. What do you think The Rock handed Cody? And how did you feel about that segment overall
So
with them trading belts and shit?
the segment was pushing it, and the only reason I say it was pushing it was because it felt like The Rock didn't know what the hell he wanted to say when he came out. Right? It
I think
kind
it's
of
just
felt
because
like
the fans was treating him like Dom. They wouldn't let him say shit.
yeah, but it got to a point where like he just started rambling, and then
He
he
did.
collected his thoughts. And then after he collected his thoughts, that's when the promo finally came. But it started off with him just rambling on about, you did it, you beat. He said it like 3 times, like yeah, you did it, you finished your story. Then he came back and said, yeah, because you finished your story. And then he said, again, you finished it. I was like, yo, how many times you gonna tell Cody that he fucking finished his story? We heard you. Um, the whole trading belts thing. I honestly, what I thought. This is where the miss was for me with this promo, right? I kind of felt like I thought that The Rock was going to be passing the People's Champion torch to Cody Rhodes. And I really thought that when The Rock said, I got something for you, I really thought that The Rock was going to hand Cody the People's Championship, the title belt that he had.
Mm-mm.
Hold on. Just think about it, right? We all know why The Rock came back. Take the hype and the heat off of the whole Vince McMahon scandal. It was kind of the audible that the WWE threw at the time to kind of take that away. And then Cody giving up his WrestleMania match to The Rock. That's the route that they were going to go until they started getting all the pushback from the fans. And then that's what made them call the audible, right? But we know that The Rock wasn't going to stay long term. We already said that. After WrestleMania, we knew he was going to be gone. So I kind of thought that The Rock was kind of going to like, because think about it. You had Stone Cold who kind of inaugurated KO as the new, you know what I mean, quote unquote, like Stone Cold type. You know what I mean? He does the stunner, all that stuff. Same thing with Seth Rollins with the pedigree, right? Remember Triple H gave Dolph Ziggler the sweet chin music at one. I mean, not Triple H. Shawn Michaels gave Dolph Ziggler the sweet chin music at one point, right? I kind of thought that The Rock was kind of going to give Cody, because Cody is the ultimate babyface right now. There's nobody that's coming close to how face Cody Rhodes is. Cody Rhodes is the new John Cena, right? John Cena was so face that he couldn't go heel. That's where Cody Rhodes is. Cody Rhodes is so freaking face that he can't go heel. So I kind of thought that he was going to give him kind of like the new, hey, you're the new people's champ type thing. What did he hand him? I think he handed him something from his father, something that he got from Cody's dad. I think that's what he handed him. I don't
Yeah,
know
it was
what
the
it is.
watch. It was the gold watch.
Okay.
Don't ever break the
So they
Rock's heart
said that
again.
Triple H and Pritchard, hey, they said Triple H and Pritchard found like a identical one and gave Cody, but they said that there's a big chance that The Rock found the actual pawn shop that his dad pawned that watch to and got it back.
Mm. Which I don't understand why they didn't. It would have made the segment a whole lot better if they showed it. So
Nah, you gotta have speculation, man. Some people say it's Cody's bus got set on fire. Some people say it might be the lighter that did it. Like it's a whole lot of stuff.
we all know that whatever he gave him, it has something to do with his dad. From the way the promo was cut, The Rock talked about how his dad was his idol coming into the business and everything
Mhm.
like that. We know it was something from his dad. I wasn't
When
sure
do
what
you
it
think that
was.
when do y'all think we get the Cody Rock match? SummerSlam or WrestleMania?
I don't think we're gonna get the Cody Rock match. I think we're gonna get the Rock versus Roman, and then that's it.
Nah,
I
we're
don't.
doing Rock and Cody definitely having a match.
No, because we have to get Rock and I mean not Rock. We have to get Cody and Seth first, right? And when
Well,
when Seth comes back, that feud is going to take a while because it's not going to be like heel versus heel. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like respect versus respect, and then it's going to be a whole thing that they're going to run off of this. So that's going to
this is
take
how I
up
see it.
a couple of pay-per-views.
This is how I see it. The Rock made it a point to tell Cody that I pinned you. He made it a point to say that. Seth is going to be gone for a few months anyway.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty much been confirmed that him and Becky are leaving for a while. Uh,
it might be longer than a few months because I believe the reason why they're leaving is to try to have another baby, which means that Becky's probably going to be
yeah,
out for another year or so.
and I think that they
Mhm.
wouldn't bring up The Rock wouldn't bring up pinning Cody
Mhm.
if it wasn't leading to something about Cody getting his get back. So they're definitely having a match. The
If
question
they
is
have a
when.
match, it's going to be it's okay. So here you got to think about it.
And they teased it with The Rock holding the World Heavyweight Championship. So you've already got that picture of what it looks like with The Rock holding it.
So you got to think about this, right? Let's think about all the pay-per-views that are coming up. Which one is big enough for The Rock versus Cody? And there's only
They got
two.
what's the one in France?
That's the Backlash. That's the one that's coming up.
What's the
It's not
SummerSlam
going
is
to
in
be
SummerSlam's in Cleveland.
It's not going to be Backlash because it's too soon. It's going to be either Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia or it's going to be SummerSlam if they have it. To me, those are the only, unless they're going to push it all the way to Survivor Series or Royal Rumble type situation. But I don't think that that's what they're going to do. So it's only going to be those two. So it has to be either or. Crown Jewel, SummerSlam.
It's probably I could actually see it being Crown Jewel then
Yeah.
if that's the
I can
case.
actually see it being Crown Jewel too, because think about selling tickets and stuff like that. That's going to push it a lot more.
The Rock with his uh international market.
Yeah. You know, the one thing I did notice about WrestleMania that
What's
they
that?
always do that they did not do this time, they did not announce where WrestleMania is next year.
No, they didn't.
Yeah. They always tell
It's
you where the next
in
WrestleMania is being
Minneapolis.
held.
Is that
Yeah,
It's,
confirmed? When did they confirm that?
when did they
it's
confirm
not
that?
a big market.
They didn't
Yeah.
confirm it during WrestleMania.
Because they was talking about. I thought it was supposed to
Oh,
be in
I've already
London
looked it up.
at Wembley Stadium. Oh well, send them sources. I gotta see this. Like why do and
Nah,
why the fuck and why do they keep putting is does
I'm
Minnesota
about to
have a
send it to
dome?
you.
Minnesota has a
Yeah, they
dome
have a
now, right?
dome. Yeah, their football field
Okay.
is a dome.
I'm about to say because they
Yeah.
about blew it with putting it in Philly. Night one, they almost blew it.
Yeah, night two saved them. Night two saved
Night
them.
two saved them.
Because by the time we got to Roman and The Rock versus Seth and Cody, it was 42 degrees.
Mm-mm-mm.
Y'all see
Can you just imagine sitting in that and you like in the nosebleed?
but did y'all see old girl, the ring announcer on night one? She
Oh,
had the
Samantha.
jacket. Yeah, she had the jacket on with the blanket.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
that northeast wind cut different.
Oh God, that Philadelphia win is awful, man. But you
I was
know
like,
what
y'all want
though?
to go to Minnesota?
The
Ew.
one thing we got to do that we never do is you got to give
Okay.
freaking Samantha props.
Okay. Right
Okay.
now. Oh, hold on.
Oh, go
Huh?
ahead.
No, I just said like you.
Oh yeah.
I gotta give Samantha her props, man. Like she deserves
No, go ahead. Finish.
all the praise, all the hand claps, all the way she announces those matches and the way she announced the winners and everything like that. Like you could tell just by her facial expression how much of like a fan she really is of
She
wrestling.
started she started crying when Cody won.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like she's
'Cause
genuinely
she said that
100% a fan.
she said she doesn't
Hmm.
know the outcomes of the matches,
Yeah.
so she'd be shocked generally. But what you got, JD?
So right now, as the front runner, Minnesota is the front runner, but Las Vegas is making a big push to snatch it from them for next year.
I bet you if they have because Triple H, I believe that he's already somewhat started figuring out what next year's WrestleMania is going to be. If the match is set up to be Rock and Cody or Rock and Roman, I guarantee you it's going to be in Vegas.
If it's in Vegas, I'm going. I don't care. That's it. I'm in
You
the
said that
building.
this year.
I did say that this year. I did say that this year, and I should have been in
That's your
Philadelphia.
hometown.
But I'm telling you that these WrestleMania prices, I was not expecting. I swear to God, last year WrestleMania was not that expensive, and it was in
Oh,
LA.
well, no
Right.
jobber status. Naomi beat Tiffany,
There you go.
so she's gonna fight Bailey now.
But I'm just saying, like it. Now that I know what to expect when it comes down to how much WrestleMania costs, I'm going to Vegas. If it's in Vegas, I'm going to Vegas, and I'm betting on every
Hmm.
match because
That's dangerous.
I was right. I was right with every match from this WrestleMania, I think, except for one.
You didn't get Rhea and Becky.
No, I said Rhea. Remember, I changed it because at first I said all the titles are going to change hands, and then we started
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
Rhea, So I switched it and I said, no, Rio's gonna win. The one
Because
I
did y'all both
didn't,
pick? Y'all both pick AJ Styles.
I picked AJ Styles. That's the only one that I did not get right.
Mm, yeah,
Yep.
I
Other
just
than
didn't want us all.
that,
I
Yep.
didn't want us all to have the same. We
And I
because
was
that was
half
because
and
we would have
half
all had
with
the
the
same, all the
tag
same
team.
picks.
no, because you was going with Trey, you was going with Gunther.
Yeah, I was. I
Yeah,
was.
yep. And you was
I
going
was.
Roman. So
Damn
you was
right.
down too.
Damn right. I was going Roman. I Y'all knew it was more of a chance of Roman losing than Gunther, but I still went with the champions.
And then also too, because remember, I changed my pick with the tag team match. Originally, I was going with Seth and Cody. And then the way that y'all was explaining things to me, I was like, you know what? Bloodline rules does make sense. So I had changed mine to Bloodline on night one.
Yep.
So WrestleMania went exactly the way that I expected it to go, minus one match.
Is that a good or a bad thing that you were able to predict it like that?
No, I mean, this WrestleMania was a little bit easier to predict, but I don't think it was about the matches. I think it was more about the storylines that took place with the matches, right? They did,
Mm.
think about it, man, with the LA Knight and the AJ Styles storyline.
Mm-hmm.
I love the
Facts.
storyline and I love the build up better than the match, right? LA Knight going to AJ Styles' house and getting arrested and everything. Like the way that they built up that match was so much better.
AJ
Even for,
Styles. AJ Styles saying, "I'm gonna fuck you up," and then LA Knight saying, "You gonna show up on SmackDown, pussy." I
but
was like, okay,
just everything, man. All the matches had a to me, all the matches had a great build up. You know what I'm saying? Even EO and Bailey had a great build up. You know what I'm saying? The
the
Logan
Usos,
Paul,
the
the
Usos
Usos.
promo was a thousand times better than the match.
Yeah, of course it was 1,000 times better than
Man, I'm mad we never got Rikishi.
that. I know I am mad we never got Rikishi.
And he was there because he was at the Hall of Fame
Yep,
for The Rock's grandmother getting inducted. So he was there.
it's
What are you
all good
saying,
though.
JD? You muted. But y'all got anything else y'all want to say about
I said, what happened to Lil Wayne presenting his new song?
oh my god.
Lil
I'm
Wayne need
done.
to stop.
I was telling Jay because I was over at Jay's house watching night one, and I'm telling you right now, I hate when Lil
Did you
Wayne
see the ball
performs live.
spot?
I hate when Lil Wayne performs live, bruh. He does that. He does that. He does that dumb ass alien voice. He only raps like two lines from the song, and then just starts doing whatever the hell he wants. He's always jumping around like he's on crack. Like I can't. I can't.
This how you
I
hit
can't
young
take it.
moolah, young
I
moolah,
can't.
baby.
I can't take it. I just want Lil Wayne on a regular track. I don't need to see him live. That's crazy.
Hey man, I was fucking with the opening though, man. That Meek Mills, man.
Hmm.
Let me find out that Paul Levesque got some soul in him, man.
Oh, how'd y'all feel about Stephanie coming out for night two to
I
open it
loved
up?
it. It was fantastic. Like her little opening promo that she cut, and then she does that thing with her nose where she frowns, it gets wrinkled up, and she was
Yeah,
hitting with the Triple H line. I was fucking with that.
introducing us to the Paul Levesque era.
Yeah, that was good.
All right. And one last thing.
Hmm.
How long do y'all see Priest holding that title?
SummerSlam.
He's gonna hold it to SummerSlam?
I think he's losing it to Finn. SummerSlam.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see when we're gonna get the official breakup of Judgment Day.
Yeah.
I
I told you I
like
think
that.
Dom is definitely leaving.
Oh, that's the other match I was wrong about.
Oh, LWO?
I forgot about that one because I no 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 I was right because once they switched it to Andrade was with him, I picked the LWO. I was good on that one. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
good.
I was wrong on that one too. I wanted Dom to get a WrestleMania win.
Yeah, no, I knew they was losing once Andrade turned that night. Whenever they took out Dragon Lee. That's right.
Well, he didn't LWO had a promo on SmackDown and Andrade was not with them.
Yeah, I saw that.
So looks like some people are still sticking to the brand specific.
Hmm.
But JD, how long you think Priest gonna hold that title? Is he frozen?
No, I agree with Jay. SummerSlam.
Oh, all right.
So
Yeah, I'll
did y'all
probably say
like
that too.
the Oracle power? I'm taking this Oracle, man. Did y'all like the Oracle powers that I portrayed on the tag team ladder match? Because what did I say when we talked about who was winning the SmackDown championships?
You did? Did you picked Waller and Theory?
Your boy was spot on with that one. Yes, I did. Because
Yeah,
y'all, once you told me that it was whichever one can grab the team and they can keep going until the other belts, I was like, oh, yep.
I remember you saying that you didn't like that Theory and Waller won SmackDown so fast.
I didn't like it that they won the SmackDown championship so fast.
Yeah.
To me, that was a miss.
Yeah.
I mean, they won the championships, what, 5 minutes into the ladder match?
Yeah,
And then
but it's
tried
mad
to
teams
go
for them
for,
to feud with.
I know, but then they tried to go for the Raw championship. And then that's when he got thrown over the rope, off the ladder over the rope and onto another ladder that kind of ended that for them. But I don't know. I think it was just a big miss that they
Mm-hmm.
won it so fast. But I am happy that R-Truth
Mm-hmm.
was the one who got up the ladder and pulled the titles down. So I
You
fuck
notice
with that.
he pulled the whole thing down, not the title. He
Yeah,
just pulled the whole thing down.
yeah.
But I will say, as happy as I am about R-Truth getting his first WrestleMania win, it upsets me because yeah, shout out to Black Girl Magic, but that gave Asuka 6 losses at WrestleMania. 0 and 6.
Oscar does not have a good track record when it comes to
She has
WrestleMania, man.
no. She has 0 and 6 at WrestleMania. She pretty much got the R Truth record. R Truth was what 0 and 7,
Well, he's 1-7 now.
1 and 7. But prior to that, he was 0 and 7, and Asuka
Yeah.
is about to be that now. Because I don't know if she's going to win her next WrestleMania match if she has one. But y'all got anything else for WWE? Or we gonna get to this AEW really quick?
I'm good.
All right. So
Are you about to talk about
TK,
this CM Punk?
TK does it again. So they went ahead and released the footage of CM Punk and Jack Perry getting into an altercation at All In. Just thoughts on what we saw. Did the
My,
tape surprise you by anything? How do you think about why they released it? They're trying to put it into an angle with FTR and the Young Bucks.
they released it to stay relevant. That's all they released it for.
They released it
He
because they said that Tony Khan was pissed at the interview that CM Punk gave on the Ariel
Yes.
Hawani show.
Yeah. Who cares? You're that emotionally invested in what CM Punk got to say. You got a whole fucking company that you're running.
Hmm.
This is why the Jacksonville Jaguars are never going to win anything.
He don't run them.
Oh, thank God. Even
His dad
still,
does.
nah, I feel like he got some type of say in there because it's the same type of bitch assness that it's emulating. Like he's so goddamn pressed, man. I know he was under fire because a lot of people was talking about the massive releases that AEW had let go
And he said
and
he would
how
never do.
he said he would never do. But once you start seeing that salary, you start seeing all that money going out to people that aren't doing anything. Yeah, you're gonna start making cutbacks too. So
Hmm.
I mean, I think that he released the video to kind of overshadow what CM Punk was saying, and it didn't work. It backfired on him big time.
You know what I think that was? I think that was called loser mentality, right?
Yeah, definitely was.
Loser
Definitely was.
mentality. First of all, you tried to shit on WWE during WrestleMania weekend by holding
The
um
ROH
the
ROH event.
ROH shit at the same time as NXT Stand and Deliver, which
No, it
NXT
was
Stand,
was it that Saturday? Or was it
Yeah,
that
it was the
yeah,
Friday?
sat. It was no, it was the. It was.
I thought it was
I thought it
Friday.
was Saturday. I thought it was
it was
Saturday during
Saturday
Wrestling.
because NXT Stand and Deliver was that morning, and then ROH was that mid Saturday.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was.
Yeah, so you didn't get the buzz that you wanted, right? So let's first look at this. Their crowd presence has literally been at 25% capacity,
Yeah,
it's been
right?
dwindling
That's
down. That's because they need to start doing the smaller venues again.
right. So you went above your budget. CM Punk, got a big ass pop during WrestleMania. So you wanted to try to kill that by releasing some shit that he admitted to. I don't.
Yeah, I was about to say he already admitted that, like where he fucked up and his
Yeah.
mistake was,
So
you know.
and like Trey has said, so who are you trying to make seem was in the wrong? Was it CM Punk or was it Jack Perry?
I think what they're going to end up doing is they're going to use that because Jack Perry's coming back. He's probably going to end up joining the Elite. He's probably going to interfering in the FTR match and costing them. I think this is their way of is they're going to spin it to be like this is to make because Jack Perry is the most hated man in wrestling
I
because
mean,
But
they
how can
have
you
to
spin it when he
he
was getting
he
his ass whooped?
spin it in a way
easily
that
easily
they
people hate
they
people that
have
get their
to.
ass whooped. He's a heel.
That's what I'm saying. They have to spin it in a way for it to fit whatever storyline that they're going to do with Jack Perry. Because spinning it to try to get the fans to turn on CM Punk,
CM
as you
Punk
can
doesn't work there
tell,
anymore, so you
it
can't you can't.
that's what I'm saying. Like it backfired on them. It had people chanting CM Punk at an AEW event while
I
you're
think that,
showing on.
but wrestling fans are trolls, so I don't even take much into that. Wrestling fans are
I take a
trolls.
lot into it though,
I don't.
I do. I
I
do.
don't because
because that
I
looks
felt
bad.
they were going to do that shit regardless. The fans never wanted him fired,
That
so
looks bad for your company though, because one, you already fired him, right? He wasn't really relevant anymore on AEW. There was no situation where fans were chanting his name and stuff like that until he decided to go out on Twitter and tweet that he was going to show the video, and then he started making it relevant again. And that's what he get. Like it got smacked in the face. Then he tweeted out his capacity for his show and everything like that. Like he was like bragging because he finally had good views after what almost a year and a half or 2 years of trash ass views. He finally had good views on one show. And the only reason why you got those good views was because everybody tuned in to see the video and then they changed the channel after they got done seeing the video.
he got views for
So,
Mercedes.
hold up. I just got to chime in. The Oracle shall keep his shade on because I said it months ago. Bianca and Jade will be a tag team before they face each other, and they are a tag team.
So they went with
And it's
Bianca and Jade.
and it
Okay.
also goes to what Jay was talking about earlier. They're putting Jade in this tag team because she's not ready for one on one.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, of course.
Mhm.
But back to that AEW shit.
It
He's an
got to the
element.
point now where it got to the point where Bubba Ray even said, "Nigga, I will work for y'all for free to help y'all."
I'm telling you, that's what happens when you put a fucking fan in a leadership seat.
Yeah.
If you
Well,
really don't understand the business
he put
aspect
himself
of it,
he put himself there.
that's what happens. If you really don't know like the business standpoint of it, like the real true business, then shit like this happens.
With the problem with Tony Khan is he has people that he could listen to. He just doesn't.
He just doesn't.
He has people there that know what they're talking about. He's had Arn Anderson. He's had Dean Malenko. Uh, say what you want about Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho's been around a long time. He got him. He's got Danielson helping with creative. He's got mad stuff. Uh,
Yeah, but the problem is that think about this, right? All these people that you just said, he has all these people around him, had or currently has all these people around him that are supposed to help him make this show better, and he's still continuously making poor decisions that is making the show even worse.
Hey,
And it just goes to show that he should not be in that position.
I got something for you though. You want to listen to how much this shit makes sense?
what's it? What
All the
makes sense?
people that you name
Hmm.
were
A
in the
former,
Vince McMahon era where
yeah,
they could not make decisions.
yeah.
So it makes
Yeah,
sense
but
on why. No,
a lot of that was Vince overriding shit too.
exactly.
No,
It
but a
totally
lot of
makes
it was
sense.
those people left because they wanted more control of their creative, and they
But
didn't get it.
but if you're not given the opportunity to actually make the decisions and they're confident in you to lead that, you're not gonna have that same impact somewhere else.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's like
I hear you. I hear you,
that's like
but
you
I don't
that's
necessarily
like you
agree with
being the
that.
manager for Wells Fargo, then trying to be going to be a manager at BOA. They don't give a fuck about the shit that you did at Wells Fargo. They want to make sure that you could do shit up to BOA standards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, Tony Khan is still the boss, right?
yeah.
So
Sadly.
Oh
at
shit! You
the
see
end
that
of the day,
Detroit
they could
Tiger
help him all he wants. He still
that
got to pull
Detroit
the
Tiger
trigger
belt
on
that
it.
KO got?
He still got to
That's
pull
what.
the trigger.
Yeah, I think because the crazy thing is they have a lot of they have some good stuff going on right now. Like I like the Samoa Joe Swerve storyline is great. I think that hopefully they pull the trigger at AEW Dynasty and actually put the title on Swerve.
On Swerve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and honestly, the Bucks, yeah, it was a fumble with the CM Punk video, but the Bucks and FTR always put on great matches. So that's and then their storyline, I think, is going to get enhanced with the introduction of Jack Perry, which I
And
believe is
this
going to
is
happen.
and this is the thing. It's not the matches for them. They put on good matches.
They
It's
have the
every
roster that can compete with WWE. They
It's
have the
just the
it's
roster,
story. The storytelling's awful.
yes.
and it wasn't like that before. The stories were actually really good.
But they got to go back to the drawing board and figure
They
out where they
missing
go wrong.
they missing MJF, man. They missing MJF. I'm sorry. They missing MJF.
Maybe so.
Look at what they're doing with Mercedes. Why is she going after the TBS championship? They got this storyline where she got beat up backstage. Some people will say it might be Willow or Chris Statlander. I don't know. Soraya has fallen off a cliff. I
Oh,
don't know
Trey.
what they got going on with her.
Trey, I'm gonna
What?
let you answer why. So you said it a long time ago. Why would they be having Mercedes fight for the TBS title? What is the TBS title?
It's the
Oh,
mid
the
card
mid card
title.
tire. Yeah.
But no, that is the brand title.
Yeah.
Because they
The
have that
brand.
contract with TBS, that gets
True.
more shine than the actual main title. So they need that big face. Like when Cody first came there, he had the TNT title.
That
That's
is
true.
true. That
That's
is
true. That
true.
does make
So
sense.
you put your biggest star with that actual title.
That's
That is
true.
true.
Yeah.
'Cause right now it's on Julia Hart,
Yeah.
and then looks like is it Malachi Black or Brody King that's going to be fighting Adam Copeland for the TNT title? Can't remember which one it is.
You said is it what?
Is it Malachi Black or Brody King that's going to be fighting Adam Copeland for the TNT? I forgot
Ooh, I forget which one it was.
because Brody King attacked him after his match with Penta, and then Eddie Kingston, Copeland, and uh damn who the fuck beat who's the ROH World Champion right now?
Oh shit. Hold on. It was it's Jay Briscoe.
Jay Briscoe. Yeah, them three are going to fight against what's the name next week on Dynamite, House of Black.
Yeah.
So they got
I'm
good. They have the talent. They
I'm
have
over
the. They have.
Black.
They just need to get the. You going to House of Black?
I know. I said I'm over House of Black.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
How do you feel about what's his name said in response to Triple H?
Oh, Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
So I don't think that promo was as big of a mic drop as everybody made it out to seem.
It's just because
I,
he's British and be going ham. That's why people be
yeah.
liking his promos.
I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I think that I give him props for addressing it. You know what I'm saying? I give him props for addressing it in the way that he addressed it. Like you said, can't nobody tell you what the reason is that you fight for
Yep.
other than you. You know what I'm saying? So I respect it. I
Yeah.
respect it. You know what I'm saying? And I
You see
think that
Renee's face.
also, yeah. Also, I have to say that I think that Triple H needs to do better when it comes down to that. Because at this point now, you never know. Will Ospreay could be one of your future talents that you pick up in the future. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Yeah.
He could be that. So I think that Triple H got it kind of like now that we're in the Paul Levesque era. I think that he needs to take a step back from commenting about wrestlers in a certain way, right? If somebody asks you a question about an AEW talent and you don't have anything good to say, I think he just needs to start just hitting them with the no comment.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like you're running this company, like you're the, I'm not gonna say the face, but you're the face of the face. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
everybody know Cody is the face of WWE right
you're
now.
the
But
face.
when they
You're the
think
face
of,
behind the face.
exactly, you're the face running the show. So I think that he definitely needs to take a step back when it comes down to that.
I agree. I think that because he takes petty shots at AEW all the time.
All
And
the time.
honestly, it's really just him punching down because he knows that they're in a commanding position. So really, at
Thank
this point,
you.
you're just punching. Which I know why he does it because for one, he can, and number two, because Tony Khan is so fucking sensitive, he's gonna bite on anything that you say, and he's gonna change his whole show around. They
Yeah.
literally had a Samoan versus a Rhodes at WrestleMania, and what does Tony Khan do on Dynamite? He puts a Samoa Joe versus Dustin Rhodes
Yeah.
on his show.
So petty. So petty.
Just petty for no
So petty.
reason. Just to have a Rhodes get beat down.
Yeah. It's so petty. But I mean, it just goes to show, like it just goes to show how bad of a job that Tony Khan's doing. For him to
Yeah,
fall in that trap, for him to
Yeah.
actually fall in that trap and actually do that, it just goes to show that he needs to really step back and really look at what the hell he's doing.
And you know what he
yeah,
really did like? He did not like how many freaking AEW superstars were at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
He did not like that. You had Dustin, you had Ricky Starks, you had Keith Lee. Like half of your roster, the main roster, was there.
Yeah.
Like,
But there's nothing you can do about that.
no,
I
you
yeah.
mean,
Half
can't.
of them
they
was
But
got
most of
they
them was
got
family members.
yeah, I was about to say you got family members, you got people like Rhea Ripley's boyfriend, what's the name was
Buddy
there?
Murphy,
Buddy,
Buddy
yeah.
Murphy. Like
Buddy Matthews.
what you gonna do? You gonna tell me like, oh, this person I'm dating or I'm married to, I can't go watch them like perform?
I
No,
mean,
man,
I
get
mean,
out of here.
I'm pretty sure Triple H didn't mind that Naomi and Bailey were at AEW for Mercedes debut.
Hell,
Bro, they were at
Mercedes was at
AEW.
WrestleMania.
Yeah,
They were at AEW. They were at fucking New
TNA.
Japan events,
Yeah,
TNA shit. Like you can't stop them from doing that. You know what I'm saying? The
Mercedes
only
was
thing
at
you can
WrestleMania. They just didn't
yeah.
show her.
The only thing that you could do is you could tell them that, hey, listen, you can't appear, like you can't answer any questions or anything. And like you can put a gag order on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, how do you feel about the TNA event that you just attended to?
Yeah,
That type of stuff, yes.
yeah.
But you can't do nothing about the camera turning around and panning on them, being there to support their friends. There ain't nothing you can do about that.
Facts.
Just like Vince
last
dumbass trying to ban people from wearing AEW merch to WWE events.
that was crazy.
You see how long that shit
Last
lasted.
last question before we get out of here because we forgot to touch on it. Uh, Cody's first feud. What do you think it's going to be? Who do you think it's going to be? Or do we wait until after the draft?
No,
Uh
the first feud is going to be whoever wins this number one contender match.
yeah, that's pretty much the way I
Nah,
see it too.
what's the match? This one?
So they're having two triple threat matches for the to see who fights for the number one contender.
Okay,
So
this one
Yeah.
right here. Ray, KO, and AJ.
yeah,
Yeah.
so LA Knight already won. He won LA Knight won the first match.
Okay, yeah.
So we're probably going to get an LA Knight versus AJ all over again.
To further their feud,
Or we might get KO versus LA Knight.
that'd be good. Ray's not going to win it.
No.
You never know. Ray might win it.
All right, but y'all got anything else?
Nah.
Nah.
All right, man. Take us out.
This is OTR mic drop. About to head out. Peace. Love y'all.
You gonna go, Jay?
Oh, I thought he was As you can see, I'm all jacked up. This your boy Ray J, man. I catch y'all on the next one.
All right, this is your boy OTR Trey, aka Friday Night Trey, aka Still Bloodline Trey, and we out.
Peace.
Peace.